Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Today I would want to talk about Lord Narasimha. You would first ask the question, what is the connection between Sri Vidya Upasaka and Lord Narasimha, who is the most Ati Ugra Devata of the Vaishnava Kramas? My Atma Guru Deviparam Guruji was an avatar of Prahalada Muni, the foremost devotee of Lord Narasimha, and my Swaguru, that is my direct Guru, that is Avaduta Guru, was an Amsha of Varaha Narasimha. Varaha Narasimha is one of the forms of Narasimha where he is present in Simhachalam, and he's so ugra that they have to cover him with sandalwood paste, and then they remove it once in 12 years. I think that's once in 12 years on Akshaya Tritiya Divas. So that is my connection with Lord Narasimha through my Guru Parampara. There are various forms of Narasimha. The most Saumya form is Lakshmi Narasimha. Why is Saumya, that is gentler, is because of the presence of his concert. Explicitly, she is present next to him. She is controlling his energy levels, and she is controlling his anger. But anger is not of the ordinary human emotion. That is of a divine anger. It's a divine anger to eliminate negativity, to eliminate evil, to enact pralaya. So that is his divine anger. And the most Ati Mahati Ugra Rupa of Narasimha is Ashtaganda Berunda Narasimha. As the Ugra forms of Narasimha progresses from one form to another form, so too the Lord Narasimha demands a lot of discipline, demands celibacy in word, thought, and deed. He demands there are a lot of rules and regulations. So much so that in the past, the Upasakas of Kerala used to invoke and meditate on Lord Narasimha only after dusk, and they used to prepare a sweet decoction, that is payasam, for him, to offer it to him, to please him and to cool him down. So that was their way of their Kerala Paddhati. Then Lord Narasimha, the main mantra is a mantra Raja mantra, and adding a few bijams, tantric bijams, makes it more fierce. My Avaduta Guru, when he used to give the mantra of Narasimha to few fortunate disciples, he used to interchange the bijams, that is those bijams appearing in the mukotam of the mantra, that is appearing at the beginning of the mantra. So the mantra Raja remains intact. It's only the bijams which are added to it, or that is a prefix to it. So that makes the mantra different, because as per mantra shastra, when you add more bijams, the form of the deity, the attributes and nature of the devata changes. Lord Narasimha is meant only for defensive purposes, and he is not used for offensive purpose. You can't ask him to attack somebody or a group of people, how much your intentions are noble, how much the targeted person, individual or a group of people are evil. So he is only meant to defend, and he will defend. And what about his sadhana? Sadhana is that Advaita Bhavam of Narasimha is impossible. It is very difficult, and it is very dangerous. What do I mean by Advaita Bhavam? Feeling of oneness with him and doing the meditation. That is thinking of your Atma as on Lord Narasimha. That is a very high stage, and even the great Siddha Purushas hesitate to that. That is all in the domain of Maha Siddhas, and not in the domain of these ordinary mortals or sadhakas. Then in the sadhana of Narasimha, it is always necessary to visualize him along with his concert. Otherwise, the sadhana is risky, dangerous, and one should be able to withstand his the energy that he gives, because even if nano fraction of it is enough to shatter one's physical body and one's mind. Such is the power of Narasimha Upasana. Normally, Narasimha Upasana is not only the sole domain of Vaishnava Krama. Most of the Dakshinacharyans of Sri Vidya Path, especially in South India, they have some connection or the other with Lord Narasimha, particularly in the region of Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh and Kerala. Then Lord Narasimha is very quick in bestowing desires, but sadhana is difficult. You must have a guru who has understood the tattvam of Lord Narasimha. It is not just some priest or some Matadipati or some Swamiji giving you the mantra. They must have done sadhana of it and must have had physical darshan of the primordial Lord. He is the primordial Lord of Vedas. He is actually one who is invoked in the Vishnu Sahasranama. It's not Vishnu, it is He. He is the Mahavishnu. When they say Mahavishnu, it's nothing but referring to Lord Narasimha. And Lord Narasimha has got various forms. One of the final forms of him is where he is consort to Shavasana Mahakali, and he is not, sorry, not to Shavasana Mahakali, to Guhya Kali, and there he is not even sitting next to her. He's like a he's joining the rest of the gods, and he's standing next to her with folded hands. And he's one of the gods who gets destroyed by Shavasana Mahakali, where she is going to initiate Maha Pralaya, because she first destroys the kingdom of Sadashiva, then she goes and destroys the Adi Purusha of the Veda, that is Lord Narasimha, and then she destroys her own husband Sadashiva, who is observing all this. And all this happens in a fraction of a second. When I say destroy doesn't mean getting killed or eliminated as we think in human terms. I guess destroyment, they get absorbed back into the Divine Mother. Ultimately, all are the forms of Divine Mother, including the 70 million Mahavidyeshwaris and the rest of the 100 trillion gods and goddesses. And Narasimha he is very benevolent, although he is very fierce externally. And people who do Narasimha sadhana, those who are very intense upasakas of Narasimha sadhana, they have that anger reflecting, but it's also divine anger, like that of my Avaduta Guru. Then Narasimha Bharati of Shringeri Peetam, the long before the great Shankaracharya of Shringeri Peetam. So because when you are so much dissolved into the tattvam of Lord Narasimha, then you exhibit certain traits. But those are not artificial or intentional. That appears manifest on the physical plane, which is observed by people. What more can I say? Yeah, that's about it. Om Tat Sat.